me speaking highly, and I've been destined for greatness. I'm on the fly beam. Under the radar, I be making it hard to find me. Look the devil in the face and he get behind me, baby. Ain't no skating by me. And if you feeling the fire, then come and try me. 20 on 20 is my vision, my light is blinding. Just focus more on your futures, don't try to mind me, baby. Now why you wanna play the game on me? You know I'm real mean with the freeze. Now you wanna call the scene, yeah. Like you not moving differently. You know better than me. With schemes that he rolling like a D, yeah. Why you wanna play the game on me? You know I'm real mean with the freeze. Now you wanna call the scene, yeah. Like you not moving differently. You know better than me.
Alright. This is another Nate Frazier Experience podcast. Thank you for clicking on the link. But before we get started, because I'm pretty sure you clicked on this because of the thumbnail, I want to give out a shout out to my loyal supporters. I want to give a shout out to Antonio Griffin, aka AJ. I want to give it out another shout out to Junior. I don't know your real name, but he recently moved to Houston. You know what I mean? So then I want to give another shout out to Michelle Armand. Then another shout out to Gina Contreras. I think I said
Contreras.
That's how you say it?
Contreras.
Okay, if I butchered your last name, I'm sorry. Then I want to give a shout out to my pops, Leroy Frazier. I'm sorry I put your name out there. I know everybody call you Junebug. My bad. That's my apologies. Then I want to give another shout out to Fernando Herrera. Watch them boards. Don't make them boards breaking that machine no more. So to all these people that I shout out, I'm going to send y'all a free mask. So just DM me your address, and I'll send y'all a mask of Nate Frazier Experience or whatever. So, all right. We got some special guests here. We got Jay. Everybody knows Jay. They listen to the music industry. They be like, who is that guy right there? And we got
Makia,
she starstruck right now. You know what I mean? We on camera. So don't worry about it. Then we got Josh with the nice glasses. You feel me? I thought my glasses were nice, but you look at his, you're like, sheesh.
I got a music video.
So since y'all new on the show, here we don't give a fuck. You can say whatever you want.
I'm going to.
You can be comfortable here.
Oh,
you know,
okay,
you can relax.
Yeah,
you can cuss. You can do
take
whatever. You feel? You ain't put in that white voice like, "Hey, everybody, how's it going?" Like. So we're going to talk about the Smiths, and what I mean by the Smith is Will Smith, Jada Pinkett Smith, Willow Smith, and what was his son name? Jaden Smith.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So dun dun dun. So Jay, you want to kick it off? Your thoughts of what happened at the Oscars?
All right, so I'm gonna be real and be real blunt just right now. The whole thing was just fucked up from the beginning to the end to the in between to the whatever you want to call it. You don't do that on national television.
So you got to explain to the listeners what happened.
So what happened was the Oscar ceremony was this past Sunday, and Will Smith was in the audience. Apparently, there had been some words said between him and Chris Rock earlier in the evening, and basically when Chris Rock was finishing up his speech, Will Smith goes up and smacks the shit out of the man.
Rocked his ass.
He straight rocked him. Smacked the shit out of him at the Oscars.
Fresh Princeton.
While this was on national television. You know, the Academy, they're after him for a couple million for the fuckery. Then the FCC is after him for the fuckery.
Damn.
You know, he's in a lot of trouble, and it was just revealed just yesterday that he resigned from the Academy because he probably doesn't want any more backlash. So in turn, that has made him possibly ineligible for the Oscars.
Sheesh.
Next year, and he's no longer on the board. But I'm gonna tell you, they let him go, they're gonna miss his money. Because you know, in order to be on the Academy's board, you got to come up with some serious dough. Somewhere around the sum of $2 to $5 million. Just to keep them happy.
The white people.
To keep the white folk happy.
White folk.
But At the same time, we're gonna dissect this because there was.
So, do you think he was right in doing that?
Me, I'm on the fence because you don't talk about nobody's wife. So we gonna start there. You don't talk about nobody's wife multiple times, and you don't make fun of nobody's disability. I'm disabled. I got a problem. That's like someone saying I'm a retard. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna make me pop the fuck off and beat the fuck out of you. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? You don't want nobody to be sitting anywhere talking about the woman you love. Yeah, she might have been in an entanglement, whatever the fuck you want to call the shit. But at the end of the day, that's still her husband.
Wrestling match.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you know, Jay, I happily disagree. You know what I mean? I feel like if somebody could say certain words and make you do actions behind them words, then they could control your life. You know what I mean? Chris Rock. You know what I mean? I always tell people if they do the 3 Fs. The 3 Fs is if they helping you financially, if they feeding you or fucking you, then yeah, you should care. But I'm pretty sure. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure Chris Rock didn't do any of that for Will Smith for him to get up and then smack and then they I'm pretty sure they friends. They acted on a lot of sets and stuff like that together. Like I wouldn't be going up there slapping my friend. I'd be like, yo, we gotta holler at you behind the scenes and let you know what the hell is going on. So okay, look, she got go ahead, share.
Mikey. Okay, this is my take on it. Chris Rock been coming for Jada since 2016. They tried to get him. Look at the devil. They tried to get him to boycott the Oscars in 2016 because they got tired of the black actors being shunned. It wasn't just about the Concussion movie, and the only reason they ain't really advertised Concussion is because the NFL didn't want people to see them for what they really are, which is an organization that makes players play knowing that they can get brain damage eventually from all of the helmet contact. So Chris Rock humiliated Jada then by talking about her boycotting the Oscars is like him boycotting Rihanna's panties. I wasn't invited. Quiet as kept, a lot of people don't know, but when Jada and Chris Rock were working on that Madagascar movie, Chris Rock was trying to fuck Jada and she wasn't going. So it's been tension with them anyway. And so for him to talk about her at the Oscars in 2016 while she wasn't present, and then do it again while she was present, and go completely off script and make that joke. First of all, the Oscars people already confirmed they didn't write that. They said he went off script. So you came for her off script. Then her husband is sitting there. Her kids are there. Why would you come for her in front of her family? Yeah, you didn't know she had alopecia, just like she didn't know that you just got diagnosed with a learning disability as an adult. Okay, Chris Rock is disabled too. Okay, good for him. But what you don't do, if you gon' embarrass somebody publicly, then you gonna get embarrassed publicly. You humiliated her twice at the same event in front of billions of people. So her husband embarrassed you in front of billions of people. It's like cause and effect. Then here come Corey Holcomb, fat drunk ass. Trying to come for him when you let Ari Spears get beat up by Zoe Williams on your podcast. So you let a fellow comedian get beat up on your watch and did not try to break it up, but you got the nerve to come for another comedian getting slapped by somebody whose net worth is $350 million. Corey Holcomb worth what, 100,000? Chris Rock worth $60 million. Then you got Ari Spears.
She did her research.
You got beat up on the 5150 podcast. And Corey Holcomb, a fellow comedian, let you get your ass beat. So for you to be chiming in, Chris should have doubled down. Didn't you double down and you got beat the fuck down? Okay, that makes no sense. You just told comedians, you just sat here on the air and said, comedians are not real comedians if they don't get people to the point they want to hurt them. But did you not say somebody threw a ketchup bottle at your face? Somebody ran up on stage. 2 white girls tried to stab you in Canada. So clearly, nigga, you the problem. Then here you go with Tony Rock. Nigga, first of all, you trying to milk the fact that your brother got slapped. Ain't nobody checking for you. You got a few little episodes on Everybody Hates Chris. After Will and Jada hired you to be on All of Us as one of the main characters. So you calling her a bitch and all this bitch was your boss. Talking about I got 10 brothers. But guess what? For 10 brothers, there's 10 bullets. Will Smith is worth $350 million. He got security. So when all 10 of y'all roll up, we gonna see if you have all that mouth. You trying to be tough in front of an audience while Will isn't present. Will gonna smack your ass too, and I hope he the fuck do. Cause ain't no way in hell you about to get on there and talk about I should have whooped his ass. But you were there. You were at the Oscars. Why you didn't address Will backstage? Why didn't you ask what Oscar party did Will go to after the fact and run up on him and have that same energy? You were at the Oscars when your brother got bitch slapped.
Oh, he was there?
He was there.
I didn't know he was
Yeah,
there.
He was there.
Okay.
That came out
He
a couple
was
days
there.
later.
He was there. And then here come what's that man? Will Packer. Your story done changed like 3 times, Bucko. First of all, you said the LAPD was there. Somebody had alerted them to what had happened. They were there. You said they asked Chris Rock if he wanted to press charges. They would go to arrest Will. He said no. Then you said he said let Will stay. But then your story changed to the president and the CEO asked Will to leave and he refused. But if the LAPD was there, why didn't they drag him out? Then y'all bringing up all these other people. Well, if it was Mel Gibson or Bruce Willis made the joke, he would have slapped them. First of all, them white men ain't gonna say shit. Let's make that clear. Mel Gibson been beating up his girlfriend in parking lots. He got to have several seats. Bruce Willis just got diagnosed with something that makes him lose his memory, so he ain't gonna even remember to tell a joke. And let's talk about Chris Rock again. Chris Rock been coming for black women for the longest. Not to mention he was sitting with Jerry Seinfeld. I think the other dude's name is Jerry Gervais or some shit. And it was a white comedian. And he let the white comedian with the ginger hair and the bald spot say nigger on the air. And did not get mad. He laughed. He thought it was funny. Even Jerry Seinfeld and the other comedian was like, that ain't funny. That's not amusing. He's like, you don't say nigger during your podcast? You don't say nigger during your shows? And they said no. He been Uncle Tommen for the longest. And quiet as kept while everybody talking about Will was just an actor. He was a garbage rapper. He was also a comedian on Comedy Def Jam too. Did we forget that? Just like Jamie Foxx, just like Martin, just like Bernie Mac, just like Cedric the Entertainer, Hurricane.
She was ready to talk her
Come
shit.
on now. He was a comedian too. He worth $350 million. Chris Rock not pressing charges because Chris Rock knows had he not come for her, Will wouldn't have did nothing. Everybody been coming for them for that entanglement shit. Let's be clear. They were legally separated. Will got a girlfriend right now. He go on vacations with on a yearly basis. They were legally separated. He moved out the house. That's why he couldn't really get mad about August Alsina, because he was doing his thing. He said it himself. I was done with you. I was doing my thing. You were clearly doing yours. The problem was it was somebody she's supposed to have been helping, and he was supposed to be Jaden's friend. August Alsina ain't no little ass baby. That's a grown ass man that went from being mentally retarded to dick retarded, and he got mad because she didn't leave Will. So he hopped his colorful snow cone. He hopped his snow cone head ass on the fucking radio show and tried to expose Jada because you mad. We knew y'all was fucking. We kept seeing you at the war show with her instead of her husband. We wasn't even seeing Will. So we knew what it was, but for you to get on some female shit and get on the radio and try to blast her like we didn't already know that's cowardice. And everybody like, she had an affair. If they are legally separated and they both doing their own thing in an open marriage, it is not an affair. You stupid people, you. Okay.
Right, before we,
okay.
Josh,
I'm sorry. I'm bringing it back in. I'm sorry.
Josh like, man, when I'm gonna talk, like he said, he like, I ain't saying nothing.
Chris Rock deserved it. I'm team Will Smith.
Think,
Chris Rock deserved it.
I mean, in my opinion, I'm not even gonna lie.
You gonna do something like that?
Me honestly, I think he deserved it.
Mm-hmm.
You embarrassed me right here. You want me to smack right here.
You know what I'm saying? But this whole situation, you know, as far as like
It's been
people saying, oh, he shouldn't have did this or he should. You know what? I'm gonna just say it like this. They acting like they didn't Will didn't shot the man on fucking live television.
He assaulted
you get what
him.
I'm saying? He just smacked the fuck out of him. You get what I'm saying?
And it wasn't even a real smack.
And not trying to be funny, but I said I said this to somebody.
I'm doing it.
I'm gonna do it to you. Come, let's reenact this.
Ooh,
there you go.
A real smack would have been like this. He said, and walked away.
So
he bitch slapped him. He didn't shoot
So-
him. Harry Spears, you got physically assaulted with your fat ass. You got physically assaulted. You talking about Chris Rock need to sue.
all the stars.
Didn't you try to sue Zoe Williams and Corey Holcomb?
Don't ban me.
Did it work out for you? And Shaquille O'Neal, I know your big for nothing ass ain't trying to throw shots at Will Smith talking about some Chris Rock need to sue him for $200 million. Cause Shawnee need to sue your trifling fucking the whole world ass for $200 million. Shawnee, I got you, girl. I got you, girl. You was involved in that Kobe stuff too while you tried to play innocent. You was up in there fucking
Peace, mom.
coming for your ass.
Colorado.
It's coming for your ass.
I don't care.
So what I've been seeing on Twitter and stuff like that I heard Chris Rock, he has sold out shows, and then they doing the red table talk of the slap. So you think it may have been like a conspiracy theory to get them to get their viewers up and stuff like that?
You know what?
Chris Rock's thing is called the ego death.
That's a good question
What's
because I honestly, now that as I've been researching this all week, it really seemed like it might have been for clicks and views.
Yeah, because I didn't
the Oscars,
the
Oscars themselves have been tanking for years, and all of a sudden
they have 56%.
They have 56%.
Yeah, because I didn't watch the Red Table Talk since the entanglement, so I don't know.
Yeah.
What happened after that? And all of a sudden, now I'm ready to go watch it again. After
your tour is called Ego Death. What does ego death mean? That means your ego has been killed. How does your ego get killed? Something very traumatic or embarrassing has to happen to humble you.
That's true.
Your ticket sales went from $44 to $1,400.
Yeah, facts.
All your shows are sold out. One of your ticket handlers said they sold more tickets the night he got smacked than they sold in an entire month. Yeah. Now your goofy, big-eared, ashy-faced ass brother Tony, Mr. I got 10 brothers.
Who was I forgot the other one that was making fun of that too. It was another comedian that was up there. The big guy. I forgot his name.
Lavelle.
Yeah,
Crawford.
he was.
His can't breathe ass. He had an asthma attack with every step.
He was like he was
wheezing on the
to swap me.
He said,
Because it's like
that's how he laughed. He snored. He said,
That's how a whole heart attack on stage.
If I got all the money in the world, my family straight, nobody can say anything.
And it's literally
about
people
my family.
plotting on Will Smith, like literally saying they would provoke him for him to slap them so they could sue him.
Yeah, ain't nobody saying anything to me that's gonna get me to put hands on somebody because I'm lit. I got everything. I just want an Oscar.
So you don't believe in, but that's the other thing ain't nobody looking at. Why would you try to embarrass this man's wife on his night? And you knew he was gonna get the Oscar. Why would you do something like that? It's like kind of like jealousy. Like you wanted to embarrass them because you feel some type of way that he's getting the accolades that he's getting. Because Rock been in movies and never been nominated.
It's embarrassed though at the end of the night.
They done made a whole video game on Facebook. It's called How Fast Can You Slap Chris? And it's like hands.
I didn't even know that.
You move it with your finger.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
And then like the thing is, it's like okay, like Jada is beautiful. She always has short hair and stuff like that. I wouldn't if I was Jada and I had everything I was supposed to. I wouldn't even be tripping about a hair joke. Like me personally, I wouldn't. You know what I mean, like I got everything.
But you know what the hair joke entails, though. It wasn't just about G.I. Jane being a bald-headed badass. It was also number one, she was being dogged because she was a female. Number two, she left her husband for a younger man. Remember, in real life, she left Bruce Willis for Ashton Kutcher. Mm-hmm. So think about it. The entanglement. Mm-hmm. Jada chose a younger guy over Will. Chris Rock knew exactly what the fuck he was doing when he made that joke.
It's like when you married when you married to a man and you publicly embarrass him by like having an entanglement. It's like
she didn't embarrass him.
August did. It's like me cheating.
August did that. She didn't embarrass him. She was honest. He told her put it on. He told her to go ahead and air it out. He was not embarrassed. The thing was, they was doing the same shit. His hoes didn't tell.
No, they didn't. Yeah, and they still ain't. And
they're not going to.
So we'll know the assignment. He already know what's good.
He knew all
he know to keep that. He know to keep that on the low. But you know, she wanted to mess with somebody that they moved in the house. Like I couldn't live with that. I couldn't. My girl couldn't live with somebody. And then it's like me messing with my daughter's friend or something like that. It's like. Because then people would look at me funny, like, damn.
But you gotta look at the age. August Alsina was what, 23, 24? Jaden was only like, Jaden was what, 16, 17? You 23, 24 with a 16-year-old best friend?
And then she moved him into the crib, so it's like where the parents at, you feel me?
Well, he was spending the night. He didn't actually
yeah, he was just spending the night.
And Zoe Kravitz, I got some words for you too, bitch.
Oh, hold on.
How you gonna try to throw shots at Will Smith?
Wait to Josh.
Nah, let me get it out. No. How you gonna come for Will Smith and you was trying to fuck on his son when his son was only 14 and you was 24? Pedophile much?
Wait till Josh got something
she
to say.
She a pedophile. Fuck you and fuck her.
Wait till Josh.
He's the love of my life. Bitch, you 26, he's 16. Have several. Y'all notice she ain't said shit else, haven't you? When them receipts came up, you ain't heard none else from Zoe, Lenny, Jason Momoa, Lisa Bonnet. You ain't heard shit from nobody else. She better stick to Catwoman.
Oh no, yeah, Josh, what you got to say?
I ain't look.
She better stick to Catwoman.
Because it's like when I look at like couples, famous couples, I look at like Young Jeezy, Ice Cube. hear about their wives having entanglements or doing stuff like that. So I'd be looking like, man, what the hell's wrong with that household? Like, why they doing all this?
Why they
and
always
making
in the
black
spotlight?
people look bad? Cause,
Right.
You know what I mean? Black people don't get on Oscars like that and stuff like that. And then they go up there and do stuff like that. Like, you could do that shit on BET.
But that's what I'm saying. They try to make it a big deal because it was doing
because it was done on the Oscars.
That's famous. That's famous.
Oscars that don't nobody even really watch.
Yeah, it was done on the Oscars. That's why it's such a big deal. Because I guarantee you, like you saying right now, if that would have happened on the BET Awards, VMA, it would have been, okay, he slapped him.
And that's
it's just me personally, like, if I got a good rapport with somebody, I know a lot of people that roast on me. I mean,
Regina Hall bringing up the entanglement. Then Laverne Cox, old man ass, want to talk about the entanglement too.
You feel
she
me?
better stick to Orange is the New Black.
I went to high school where they do nothing but roast. I used to wear shacks.
It's just roasting and straight bullying somebody.
Sophomore year, they used to bully me. I used to wear shacks, all that stuff, and they used to bully me. But, you know what I mean? If I was ever to put my hands on somebody, then it would have been a bigger deal. So I had to take that and be like...
So you want to keep letting somebody pick with you in front of billions of people, yet again at the same event, come for your wife. Everybody keep bringing up the entanglement jokes. Like, bitch, that was from 2020. Hollywood, y'all behind on the times. Y'all still using jokes from 2020. Now, Regina Hall and them jokes was from the Oscar people. Chris Rock, however, his wasn't.
Like,
that's why he got rocked.
Like,
I don't feel bad for him. I felt bad when I saw his face afterwards when he felt when Questlove hugged Will because he didn't even pay attention to the slap. He was
it took for that to him really humble him.
And now they say he defending Will in his shows. Like,
because the other thing is that what's crazy is that after this happened, they both have gathered extra 1 million plus followers on their social media.
Chris got 1 million,
so it's like
100,000, and Will got 2 million.
It's like when you put a relationship in the open and you let people in on your relationship.
That's why everybody thought it was staged.
It's open out there for anybody to talk about because you don't hear nobody talking about how Young Jeezy's wife didn't want to have kids with the previous guy that she was married to, but then she got pregnant by Young Jeezy.
No. She did want to have kids. He was cheating on her. He was cheating on her.
Yeah, you know,
he went up another 200,000.
It's like stuff like that when you put it out there in the open, being famous.
These celebrities enough.
Her husband was cheating on her, and he didn't want to have kids by her. He went and got with another woman that had kids.
You know what? It's interesting that all of this then came out because 2 weeks ago, or a couple weeks ago, the Dr. Dre and Michelle documentary came out.
Her baby
son. And you see how like they kept it under wraps. Like people always thought they was cool until this happened. And everybody like, man, what's going on? But like when you be famous and you making a lot of money, you just gotta keep it on the wraps. You gotta when you go out. You don't let people know that you have issues. You let people know that you straight, you good, and then when whatever issues you got, you handle that in the household. So when they did that red table talk, I was like, oh shit, they just opened the floodgates open for anybody to like talk shit, and it's like and then at the end of the day, it was Will's day. It was Will was going to win an Oscar that day. Any female that messed with me, if I wanted to go fight somebody and it was my day, she'll stand up and be like, yo, sit down, we gonna get this Oscar and we gonna handle it behind the scenes. We ain't gonna put this out in the public.
But even if they put it behind the scenes, Chris probably still would have got on social media and made an announcement like, yeah, Will confronted me backstage and it was just a joke. Like, dude, chill out. So then it was everybody like, Will, what you say to Chris Rock? You tripping over this bitch. And everybody keep calling her bitch. She controlling him. First of all, she didn't force him to go up there. It don't matter if she rolled her eyes. He made the conscious decision to go up there and slap dude. Y'all act like this woman got that much control over him. If she got that much control,
I think she do.
He wouldn't still have a girlfriend. If she got that much control, he wouldn't still have a girlfriend.
You didn't know that? She runs the house.
He's the breadwinner, not
He's
her.
the breadwinner, but she runs that fucking house.
So
if she runs the house, he wouldn't still have a girlfriend that he went on vacations with.
That's why he don't live there.
Yeah,
that's why he does not live there.
I hate to say it, like as a breadwinner, you could basically almost do whatever you want.
We really don't know what.
She's more of a passive parent.
We're just on the outside looking in. Y'all just looking at it from social media.
When Jaden was talking about
but the thing is,
it's like if you like, let's say if I was in a situation and I was with a girl, she's the breadwinner, and she had a little something on the side, I probably wouldn't even trip because I know the assignment. I know that she paying for the same tools I'm fixing up stuff in the crib for. So if she wanna, you know what I mean. I don't really care for titles and stuff like that. I don't have to be the man in the house and stuff like that. I just want to have a family and be happy and be with the kids and stuff like that. And you know what I mean. If she want to do something on the side just so she can be happy and come back home and be happy with me, I'm straight with that. That's how I am.
She's not really happy if she gotta go somewhere else and do it.
She wasn't. Yeah,
she wasn't happy.
She
admitted she wasn't happy.
She admitted she never really wanted to marry Will. Her mother pressured her into that for her stability because she wasn't really fully over Tupac.
What was that documentary with Will Smith? And she told the old chick, she was like, "That same house you wanted, I'm living in right now."
Oh, she told his ex-wife.
Yeah, I was like, "Ooh,"
because she was. They said Will was cheating on his ex-wife for her. Will divorced his ex-wife for her.
For Jada, yeah.
So it's
and she was still in love with Tupac. She would never be over Tupac.
She will never be over Tupac.
Any woman did that for me, I ain't finna mess up shit. I ain't finna. You feel me? She did all this for me. Oh, I'm straight. Let me play my video games and fix up shit around the crib. I'm happy. You know what I mean?
But he didn't even want the open marriage at first. He was against it.
Yeah, he was
Jada
totally
gave
against
him
open marriage.
She pretty much gave him an ultimatum. We either do open marriage or no marriage at all.
Or no marriage at all.
Yeah.
Yep.
And she didn't want kids for real.
Like, yeah. It just sucks because it's like I always used to look at Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and stuff like that, and I used to listen to Will Smith Summertime. I used to listen to
that's my shit.
Yeah, and I was like, man, this guy's like damn near perfect. You feel me? I want to be like even J. Cole in his song. I want that Will and Jada love and stuff like that. And it's like you got entanglements, people getting slapped. It's like
but everybody was saying like they used to seem like the perfect couple. And then over time, you start hearing rumors, they're swingers and they're this. If they are, they got the money to be there. They can swing on any tree,
I'm pretty sure like 80%,
90% of Hollywood are swingers.
They swing.
Yeah, they are.
They're all sharing the same bitch. Look how many people Nicole Kidman done been with. Look how many people Scarlett Johansson, Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt. Angelina Jolie.
Who was the superhead that came out with a book?
Here's the thing. Now that she messed with
Hollywood, they select couples.
Now that we on that subject, there's a whole mess going on with T.I. and Tiny right now.
Oh, because they did something with a girl or something?
Because they did something with these females, didn't pay her the hush money, and now VH1 didn't cancel them. VH1 want their money back. It's a whole lot going on. Now wait a minute. Now let's talk about that. Now wait a minute. Why is that not in the spotlight? Oh, because it didn't happen on the Oscars.
Or because everybody already know it's true. Women said they was offering them drugs and stuff at the house.
But the thing is that this is all word of mouth.
And Shekinah saying they owe her money too.
You know what? We're not even finna get started on Shekinah. We're not finna get started on Shekinah. No. We're not getting started on Shekinah.
I believe her about T.I. T.I. is sneaky.
No. Because first of all,
I was famous.
Shekinah, you need to stop doing what you doing. Stay off social media crying about everything that
she was on the show with them
because she was on the show with them.
T.I. ran her away and told her to stay away from Tiny, and they wanted her to beat up. Basically, she revealed that's
because she wanted pussy lips. That's all.
She wanted Tiny.
Yeah, she wanted Tiny's pussy lips. That's all. She was doing no. She was doing Tiny's hair. She was doing Tiny's hair,
and they want her to beat up Bernice Burgos. And she said Bernice Burgos. She said it was actually a scam. She said
that's what I heard too.
Bernice Burgos was having threesomes with them, but T.I. started messing with her outside of Tiny, and Tiny felt some type of way. And
that's when Tiny got mad.
Tiny told Shekinah to beat up Bernice.
Because the thing was, they too was in an open marriage. And that's the whole thing about that. And that's the whole thing about that open marriage shit.
It's only open when it's female.
Stop with the open marriage shit. If you with somebody, be with them. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to get dragged on social media. You don't want to get dragged on the internet. Stop telling everybody you in an open fucking relationship.
And it's not really open if only one gender can be involved.
And only one gender can be involved, and only one party agrees.
Because everybody,
it's all females. Ain't no
people I
no dude come there and smash her.
The people I know, when they see Tiny and T.I., they like, what the fuck? Like,
Miss Piggy,
Miss Piggy and Carmen.
Ain't no wrong with Tiny, but me personally, I wouldn't like.
Miss Piggy and Carmen.
She'd be the side chick, and then I go.
She would me personally.
Let me say this. Me personally, I'm not with the open marriage bullshit. I'm not with the open relationship bullshit. If I'm fucking one person, I'm fucking one person. I'm not fucking you. I'm not fucking you. I'm not doing all that. There's too much shit going on out here, and there's too much other bullshit going on out here. Because the minute that gets to the wrong people, it's over with.
They gonna take it and run.
They gonna take it and run.
And all y'all kids doing weird shit.
They go to school.
Willow want to be polyamorous.
Your parents be out here fucking.
Jaden wearing
Your parents be out here fucking.
What the fuck really going on in your house?
And then that's another thing I didn't like about Corey Holcomb. Y'all brought up they kids because y'all mad at Will and Jada, but they ain't the only weird kids. Look at D-Wade kids.
Exactly.
Woo.
Yeah.
Now they bringing up Gabrielle Union. It's like Jada and Gabrielle Union.
That booty. That's what happened.
They said they were
eating that booty.
They're saying Jada and Gabrielle both run their households. They said, now look at how all the dysfunction in each household. Both households have boys that want to wear skirts.
Yeah.
Both have households with boys that want to get their penis cut off.
Oh shit! I didn't know that.
Jada wanted to get his penis removed when he started wearing skirts, and then he announced at Tyler the Creator's concert.
Yeah, he did.
His boyfriend.
That was public knowledge.
He said that Tyler's my boyfriend.
That was public knowledge.
And he wanted to cut his penis.
Yeah.
He announced that at the fucking concert, bro. Where you been?
And Willow wants to be polyamorous. She wants to fuck multiple people. She wants to be with multiple people, and they all consent to having relations with each other. She wants to be polyamorous, like her mama.
Yeah, she does. Because that's the other thing.
And her grandma looked at her like,
you got a whole lot of people out here.
What the hell going on?
You got a whole lot of people out here nowadays that are non-binary. They like what they like. You know what I'm saying?
Pansexuals.
You pansexual. You
fucking tree trunks.
Whatever. You know, like I said. If
that
you
shit rough as hell.
If you like the pussy lips,
from anything.
Hold on 1 second. If you like the pussy lips, you be with the pussy lips. If you like the dicks, you be with the dicks. You do what you do. All that other in between, you either is or you ain't.
Ain't no purgatory.
Ain't no purgatory. You either is or you ain't. You know what I'm saying? Because I got a whole lot of people telling me, nah, I'm pansexual. What the fuck?
Yeah,
they fuck spatulas.
Yeah, you fuck spatulas. You fuck these lights in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? What is you doing?
Wait, how?
You fuck a spatula. You take the bottom of the handle, right?
But you put avocado oil on there and just go crazy?
No, you just put a no. You put a condom on a
saucepan and just
you
put a condom on the handle and you just shove it.
That's what. But bro, it's real. It's real shit. This is really happening out here.
I ain't gonna lie, I did that before.
It's real. People fucking spatulas. They fucking trees. They fucking cars.
The handle curved a little bit when you. Really, I ain't had no vibrator at the time, so I did.
Okay. But like I was gonna say, for a guy, it's like
no. Some dudes they'll take if they don't use the spatula because you know they have that curve on the end of the handle.
Yeah.
Or they'll use like a wooden spoon and they'll put like saran wrap around it and then they just go to town.
Stick it in their ass.
Get yourself a colonoscopy.
Nicely put.
That's too freaky.
You know what?
I like the regular way.
I mean, girls getting giant dildos this big and putting it
in. Yeah, what Fonzo said, dragon dildo or something.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to our Fonzo. We wish he was here, bro.
Elephant dildo.
That motherfucker's 5 feet tall. I was like, God damn.
Yes, a big white one. It's
this long.
Splitting.
And they sticking this in their ass.
Or like that girl that fucked the horse. And she died after.
Yeah, what was with that? The girl that fucked the horse, y'all.
She died. It ripped through her cervix and came up.
Yeah.
And killed her.
They be wilding on the internet. Because the thing is, because this is all. Because this is all about clicks and views.
That's what pansexuals do. They fuck like this. They would fuck this. They would stick one of these empty cans in their hoo-ha. That's what pansexual do. You get sexual pleasure from people and
from things,
objects.
Anything.
You'll fuck an animal. You'll fuck an object.
It's hoo-ha.
No, it's hoo-ha now.
Rubbing all on these tables just like this.
But you know what? That particular.
He like, hold on.
They'll fuck your hat.
Y'all putting the aluminum.
They will fuck your hat.
They'll take the brim and just rub it up in their ass. They just
so it's like, how is it different from the actual sex toys?
What?
Like
fucking any objects?
Are you sticking are you putting on a turned on microphone in your hoo-ha?
Like
You getting all type of electromagnetic pulses up
How can
there.
somebody be sexually attracted to
that.
Maybe because of the calories.
No,
only
it's
100.
because of the width of the
fuck?
can. It's the width of the can. That's the average size of a penis. And all you do is like you kind of bend it. You make sure the ends ain't too sharp. You put a saran wrap
cutting they shit up.
or a sandwich bag.
What you doing in there? Where my kids at?
They use them damn back scrubbers that you use in the shower. The handle of it, you just
What?
wooden
You
back
know the
scrubbers.
back scrubbers when you take a
one-
shower.
Woofers and stuff?
Yeah.
No, the scrubbers, the wooden
That has a long handle.
And they sticking
They
in
sticking them
there?
up there.
Oh,
They
They ain't got
take,
no nerves.
They take the handle with the wood
They ain't
and
got
they
no
put
nerves.
a condom on it and they just
Somebody
slide it up.
punch
Stick up they
me in
hoo-ha.
that area, I get like hurt. Like that's crazy. You take this
I mean,
scrubby thing,
They
and
sticking
you
them up
just-
their hoo-has.
I mean, when your pussy's as wide as a computer monitor, you don't feel
Yeah,
shit.
because they probably fucked the computer monitor too.
Hey, you better not spit. I swear to God.
Whatever y'all
Fucking the laptop. You're like, yo, where my laptop
business.
at?
They'll fuck this. They'll just take this top
That's
part off
crazy.
and
Facts, they will.
just stand on it like this.
Crazy.
Hey,
It's porn
disclaimer.
stars that do that.
We ain't got nothing against pansexuals or anything like that, but some of y'all just
Weird as
go
fuck.
way too far
Y'all
with
need to
it.
got y'all nerves checked.
Y'all fucking Wi-Fi boxes.
Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi not working. What you doing in there?
It got wet. The
Like,
signal,
damn, we got to call
the
Comcast.
signal
It's
still in
not
your
working no more.
Nah, the signal's still in their vagina. That's
You look at it, you like, damn, why this shit so bad? Like, what the
the
fuck?
signal is in their vagina. That's why you gotta put the phone next to their hoo-ha. You gotta put the phone next to their hoo-ha. Like,
Like,
oh, there you go.
this
There you
shit all
go.
wet like this. Yo,
Better talk to the
that's
Lord. Talk to the
crazy.
Lord. I know you gotta go to church tomorrow.
They just be doing
That's
too much.
crazy.
But we gonna stay this back. But
Yeah, back
you know
to
what?
the
I'm
Smiths.
gonna say this.
How you feel about Willow writing that letter to Tupac?
That was crazy.
She was 11.
She was 11. That's not new. That's old.
He knew about it.
Because-
And as her father,
Because it's
I
like-
would have felt some type of way.
Yeah, because the only way she knew about Tupac is through
Jada.
Jada.
Through
right?
Jada, exactly. What the hell has Jada been telling
All
this
that
girl?
shit up.
Watching pictures, watching a different world. The episode, the one episode he was on.
This could have been your daddy right here.
Yeah, that's pretty much how that conversation.
She made okay. So according to the letter, she was telling her about it, you know, this, that, and the other, and then she
Told Tupac to come back for her mama.
and told Tupac to come back. Y'all, what the hell?
Dysfunctional ass family.
that's dysfunctional as
No, it's
fuck.
not dysfunctional. It's Jada.
How you
Jada
gonna
knows
tell?
Toxic and
How you gonna tell your daughter that another nigga could have been her fucking father that she don't even
wild.
fucking know?
Yeah, she-
And Will
That
said
man had
all
been
his jealous
dead.
of Tupac.
That's what I'm saying. She's
Will
always
said
like,
he had a dangerous jealousy over Tupac because she kept bringing him up. He was seeing his face everywhere.
Yeah.
That's wild. Because if
Yeah.
I was to
And your
do
wife
that,
used to be with him
if I was to do that,
because she used to sell
Well,
drugs.
go
And
ahead,
she used to
She
be a drug dealer.
did. She used to be a
was
drug dealer.
in
She admitted
Baltimore.
that.
go and be with that bitch since you talk about it so much.
Why you think they chose her for Set It Off?
She was a drug
There was a reason why they chose her
Nah,
for
she
Set
was
It
fucking
Off.
with what's the guy name was Nathan. That's crazy.
She was
The guy name was Nathan. He's like, you know, you wanted a little money. You know what I mean? You know what you gotta do.
Yeah, she was a drug dealer when she lived in Baltimore.
Yeah.
That's how her and Tupac met. They met in
That came out in what,
Man.
98, 97?
They was in school
That's when that
together.
came out. I couldn't believe when I read that shit. I was like, God
She
damn,
settled-
Jada.
That bitch,
She
like,
settled
I
for
think
Will
they
because
came out in
Tupac was
95.
dead.
95.
Bingo.
She
That is
settled
why
for
she did
Will.
what she did.
She settled for Will because Tupac was
Because
dead.
Tupac
and
was
Will
dead.
I
and
get around.
Will was also a rapper. Will was a
Round
rapper
and
with a successful
round
TV
and
show, and that was her bread and butter.
That
for
was
the
her
rest
bread
of
and butter for the rest of her life.
Once
And
Independence Day came out, she knew it was.
And
time
here,
to
and
fade.
here the thing. That's facts. That's public knowledge. Y'all can go look that
He
up
done
on the
made the
internet.
Oscars. He done made the Academy $9.7 billion.
Yes, he has. Yes, he has.
Wow.
If you do your research, you will find out Will Smith is one of the #1 actors the Academy is after. And for him to have resigned from the Academy, that really speaks volumes.
Wow.
I don't
Don't forget
agree.
Angela Bassett and them did too.
I don't agree with the fact that he resigned from the Academy because of the simple fact that, you know what I'm saying? This is an isolated incident. You know what I'm
It
saying?
wasn't isolated. It was on national TV, and they was going
He-
to kick him out anyway.
He
like,
no.
wow.
No.
That's why Cool Walgreens. They
No.
Walgreens?
No.
Walgreens
He was not getting ready to get kicked out of the academy at any point in time.
You said expulsion.
That what they was gonna do was, because the Oscars Academy Board has been dealing with a lot of crap over the last 2 years.
Right.
You know, y'all gotta remember, it's been COVID. It's been a whole lot of shit going on. Boycotting this, that, and the other. Movies been put on hold because of the COVID. Actors dying left and right. The Academy has really had to really pull up their bootstraps and figure out what the hell can we do to save these people. Now the Actors Guild, that's a whole other group of people. But as far as the Academy goes, that's an elite group of people. Once you sign on to the Academy, you done really did something. You have proved to this panel, I think it's like 100 people or less, that you here in the movie industry and you here to fucking stay. They don't give a damn how you want to dress up, how you want to write it. Will Smith is an amazing actor, producer, so on and so forth. Yeah. Me, myself, he was a great rapper, you know what I'm saying, this, that, and the other. But at the end of the day, Will Smith is an amazing producer.
And a human being, shit.
And he's a human being. Human beings make mistakes. It's gonna happen. You get mad, somebody talk about your wife, hell yeah, you gonna slap the shit out of them.
Ain't nobody taking his Oscar either, because y'all gotta get Harvey Weinstein and Bill
Cosby and everybody else that done did some fuckery.
And Amber Heard, she should have been canceled then. Why she ain't kicked out?
My point is that.
Explain.
So here's the thing. Let's talk about it. If you are going to try to suspend or do whatever it is that you're going to try to do to Will Smith, you should have did it to everybody else that has an Oscar.
Whoopi Goldberg made those anti-Semitic.
That has an Oscar in their motherfucking collection, and you need to expel them too. Because as far as I'm concerned, it was an isolated incident. He slapped the shit out of the man. He talked shit about his wife. End of story.
It was only not considered isolated because it was in front of an audience of people.
Exactly. If he would have did that backstage some fucking way, we would have never heard about this shit.
Chris Rock would have put it in the stand-up.
We would have never heard about it. We would have heard about it in a motherfucking stand-up months from now. But you know what? Absolutely. As I've been sitting here talking to you, we've been sitting here talking and listening. I'm not trying to sway my opinion because I said I was on the motherfucking fence. Mm-hmm. Because I understand
they was coming for Will.
Exactly, they was coming for Will, and the whole thing
humiliation ritual.
And the whole thing is, to me, that people get fed up with the bullshit. And that's exactly what the fuck happened. Yeah. Will got fed up with the bullshit. This man made a joke about his wife, and he went and slapped the shit out of the man. Okay, guess what? He's protecting his wife. He's protecting his family.
He getting Chris Rock paid.
Everybody does not need to be dragging this man.
He needs to learn how to slap people.
Because he decided
to
slap the shit. Hold on. To slap the shit out of this man because of what the fuck he did and said about his wife.
Like, yo, is this real? Like
now, listen. I am gonna say you was wrong for saying keep my motherfucking wife name out your mouth on national TV. Now, if the FCC come after your ass for that because you said that on national TV, wow. You know, hey. You gonna have to pay that. You gonna have to go get dig in your bag and go pay for that.
However, rappers that be cussing on like the BET words and they slip and say shit. They say the actual real lyric when they supposed to change the lyrics for the show.
But the thing is, shit is not motherfucker. That's on a whole nother level.
Shit is still a
no, it's not. No, it's not. Because they let that slip on regular TV now.
Because now they gonna get people shot in the hood. They go like, man, I'm finna go slap this dude. I gotta defend my wife. Bow.
Here's the thing. But you see, everybody's mostly Team Will because they like you embarrassed this woman on 2 different Oscars that you hosted.
Which he did.
You literally was trying to please these white folks that have never given you an Oscar.
Right.
You trying to kiss their ass. You went off of their script. You got what you got. They didn't even really check on you. They didn't check on you till after you had Questlove his award, and then when they went looking for you, you was already gone.
Yeah, he was gone already.
He'd already left.
Everybody,
his wife and kids. He ain't had a wife in how long?
Because my whole thing. This is my whole thing. LAPD, y'all need to get your story straight. Because you said you wasn't there. You said it wasn't on record. Now all of a sudden it's on record. Come on now, y'all. Stop with the bullshit. Which is it? Were you there or were you not?
They got paid to say they was
It's just the way he handled. Because what was the joke?
Honestly, I'm sorry, bro.
It was not cool. On the roast me, they did the joke about Paul Walker and Ludacris. Instead of like hitting the person, he walked off. Was like, no, I can't take this joke no more. Like
exactly.
See, if he would have did, you know what I mean, then I'd be like, all right, okay, cool, but you assault. I mean, not assault, but you putting your hands on another person. So it's like if he retaliate and he got family members that want to go that distance and come to your crib and stuff, then you can't get mad, huh? Yeah. Yeah, you can't get mad. That's what I think. Like, if you put your hands on somebody, then you got to be ready for whatever.
You got to be ready for the backlash. Because there's going to be backlash.
I don't put my hands on nobody unless I'm getting physically threatened or somebody threatening me, like saying I'm gonna do this, then I do it. But if somebody say, "Man, you're a bitch," I'm like, okay, all right.
Okay, so let me ask y'all something. So, if you had let's say the same thing happened to one of y'all, and let's say billions of people saw somebody y'all care about get dragged. Now the first time y'all went there to defend yourself, y'all ain't say nothing, but then they do the same thing again 6 years later, while y'all are sitting there, y'all kids are sitting there, they go off script and say this to your face, and you already gave them pass the first time.
That's true facts.
What would you do in that instant? Would you sit there and deal with your wife cussing you out, saying you let this man humiliate me in front of billions again, and you didn't defend me?
And see that, and that's the other thing.
That's what everybody's saying. Like, if he wouldn't have did nothing, he would have been a bitch and a punk, and he didn't protect his wife. He did something, he's a bitch and a punk and he corny for hitting him. Chris Rock is getting paid because of that. You know, he
is really collecting the bag now.
It's called the ego death. Why is your shit called ego death and real career is dying?
If he did it the first time and you felt uncomfortable, then that should have been a conversation.
Jamie Foxx addressed Chris Rock after the awards,
but no,
and he told him.
Yeah, Jamie Foxx did.
Jamie Foxx addressed him, and he told him, "You don't speak on Will and his family. That's not a good idea." So if Jamie Foxx ignorant ass even told you that, why would you do it again 6 years later while they're sitting in front of you?
Will will have to do it.
Jada would
because look, y'all
have to come and be like, "Yo, I understand, Chris, you're a comedian, but hey, lay off the jokes on my wife now." I'm pretty sure Chris Rock would be like, "All right."
Exactly, because I'm gonna tell y'all this. When that man said, "Keep my wife's name out your motherfucking mouth," that was real as can fucking.
Yeah, it was like it's kind of like
he was pissed
like
the fuck off.
He kept it to himself.
He kept it to himself, and then he exploded.
I'm pretty sure he got Chris Rock's number. He could be like, "Hey, Chris."
They were friends for over 30 years.
They've been friends for over 30 years.
Until the incident with the 2016.
And then that's the
all
thing.
That stuff came from a lot of build up.
It did come from a lot of build up because the thing is that Will Smith.
They was friends in the first place.
Tupac.
They was friends in the first place. Like if you said something, I would come to you. I wouldn't.
How many times you gonna talk to him in private before you? If he publicly embarrasses your wife behind your back. And then in front of your face, and you know at home, she already feeling some type of way because you didn't defend her the first time he did it. Right. But then to do it again on national TV, how would you feel if your wife had to come at you and why you didn't defend me? Our kids was there, and you let this man do you want to hear your wife? What's the say? Like Shaq said, unhappy wife, unhappy life. But Shaq then flips it and said, "Oh, Chris, you should sue him for $200 million." Because Jim Carrey said, first of all, Jim Carrey gonna probably be canceled in a second because he said everybody in Hollywood is spineless.
Yeah, he
so
did.
Sonic may very well be his last movie. And then on top of that, that's another thing I'll get about Shaquille O'Neal. How are you gonna tell somebody? How are you gonna keep sitting up there and first you say unhappy wife, unhappy life because you understand when you was cheating on Shiny, she was gonna take you for half of everything. That's why you tried to get back and good with her on basketball wise. But didn't Charles Barkley body slam your ass on the basketball court and you did not? Not only did you not hit him back, you didn't sue. And that wasn't an isolated event. The whole fucking arena saw it. So where is that energy now? Just like Eric Spears, Corey Holcomb. Where was y'all energy when that stuff happened at the 5150 podcast? Everybody talking about what Chris should have did. Chris didn't do it. So what he should have did don't even matter more. He didn't do it. He gets toured, blowing up, but the man got embarrassed. Yeah. You embarrass somebody where you at, you're gonna get embarrassed where you at. Ain't no, he should have thought about it. When you're angry, you don't know what you're gonna do once you black out and snap. You're gonna do it, but that's why he. Then if y'all notice, both of them were smiling. When he turned around, Will Smith was smiling, Chris Rock was smiling, then the smile faded, he sat down, "Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth." Wow, dude. Yes. Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
No. He didn't say fucking. He said motherfucking mouth.
He said fucking mouth.
The first time he said fucking. Then he said motherfucking mouth.
Like to me, it's like
he was mad.
Jada already.
All I heard him say was fucking.
Jada already embarrassed his man on Red Table Talk. in public already. And it wasn't no slapping then. He didn't check Jada. He didn't say, hey, Jada, you know what? You know something about you?
I could've
You
sworn
be
he was
thinking
worse.
this. Or he didn't slap August Alsina. So as soon as you pick a
was
comedian
the
that you know not going to hit you back, I'm pretty sure Chris Rock never probably been in
He been bullied in fights his whole life. That's what
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Chris is based
Because
on-
okay,
Like,
because let's be.
I'm not slapping nobody because I don't know
How
Chris
he
Rock,
react.
Chris Rock probably had a lot of stuff going on. This man probably like, fuck it, now I'm finna go murder Will Smith.
He ain't gonna kill his career because Will's net worth is more, and then on top of
I
all
said,
of that,
you know what I mean?
you
Like,
already done got embarrassed. You got hit
can't-
first. You can't
gotta,
really come back
like,
from
because
that.
that's one thing as a man, like we got to keep our emotions in check, and we just can't.
Oh yeah, that's
act
his ex-wife. That's his ex-wife.
on our emotions because it's a lot of shit I be wanting to do, and I'm like, man, if I do this, then motherfuckers gonna be in jail or I'm gonna
Tony
get
Rock was
heavy
the first
retaliation and shit like that. So you just gotta, I mean, some stuff you just gotta take. Like,
Man, he didn't cry on public TV.
yeah,
He apologized.
He apologized.
But they want him to apologize to Chris. If I just slap the dog shit out of you in
It's
that
like,
moment, I'm not going to apologize to
who
you
else
right
was
away.
like Mel Gibson. They made a joke about him when he got pulled over drunk, and he said something about sugar tits, and I think somebody said it in public, and you see it on his face that Mel
He's about to
Gibson
hurt
was
him.
mad, but he was like, nah, it's not worth it. I got caught.
But he
It is
beat
what
up
it
his
is.
girlfriend in a parking lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And called his daughter fat. Let's not forget that part. But he was asked that today on I think some news station. They asked him if Chris Rock would have said that to you, would you have slapped him? Mm-hmm. He ended the interview and walked away.
Yes, he did. That was just released today.
He was like, I ain't doing none of that.
He said he
didn't want no
said no
parts.
comment and walked off
Yeah,
stage.
it's just, I don't know. With me, I just
Because that mean he would have.
I don't know. Maybe
He not
I
about
don't
to
know, with
incriminate
me
himself.
because I maybe because of the neighborhood I was brought up in. Like, you know, like my parents always taught me, don't put your hands on people. Don't let the words of other people
It's easier said than done.
give you like an action. And you know, people like my mom passed away, so you know, people would say like mom jokes and stuff like that, and I'll like laugh it off and stuff. But I'll tell them like, yo, you know, my mom passed away or whatnot. But I ain't finna just sock the man.
I would sock them and say, "Oh, you know, my mom just passed away." But Mel Gibson, he said, if you were to hit, if you were in Will's position and Chris Rock said what he said, would you, if you hit him, what do you think would have happened to you? Basically, that was the reporter's way of saying, if you would have hit Chris Rock because you're white and he's black, do you think you basically would get the same backlash?
Yeah, they pulled the race. They was trying to pull the race card.
They're trying to put a race card like, do you
Because
think
basically
your
what they
career
were
would have
saying was, do you think it would be such a big deal?
if a white man
would've slapped Chris Rock?
It's just,
But he still sitting there letting the white man
it's
say
just-
nigger and thought it was just hilarious.
Yeah, and I got some problem with that.
That's why a lot of
just-
people say he deserved to get smacked. Like, dude, you Uncle Tom, and you been dogging black girls, black women for years.
I got some more codes in there, but you know, just me personally, I just, you know what I mean,
Smoking ash and
I'm done.
smoking ass.
Yeah, we smoking
Hell,
ass.
Yeah, you know,
We smoking
just
a whole
with me,
volcano over
you
here.
know,
fresh
with me, 'cause,
Himalayan salt.
You know, you get like, I'm a supervisor at the job. You know, I get all types of disrespect.
Of course.
I get all types of disrespect, and I can't.
Including this week.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You don't slap it. You don't slap
And
a
you know,
bitch.
I just can't be out here slapping people.
Sure you
and
can't. You
thinking,
the boss.
As much as you want to, I know you
Yeah.
have restraint.
yeah,
Bad boys folk put
I
on
have to
hold.
Yeah, we
I
gonna talk
gotta
about
be
that in a minute.
professional. I gotta be professional and realize that people have their opinions, and some of them may be true, some of them not. But you don't give people, you don't let
I'll
people
make
know
bad
that
boys
whatever
cry.
they say is true. You just say, oh, okay, that's nice. I mean, whatever you said, that's nice, that's cool. But as soon as you act on it, then they like, oh, okay, now I can keep saying this, and I'm gonna get him to do something. And once he do something to me, I can get him up out of here. Because you know they be trying to get me up out of here.
They be trying to get you up out of there, but that ain't never gonna happen.
Because
But that ain't never gonna
I let it
happen.
roll off my back. You
I got
feel
a
me?
question. Who is Roman Polanski? Because everybody keep bringing him up too. They're asking Hollywood.
Polanski.
Hollywood, are you gonna stop working with Roman Polanski now? Then because
Is
there
that guy
are
that
there
said
are always repercussions to your actions. Right? Wait, why you all turning and running away? You didn't answer my question. Basically, I think he's the guy that everybody said was fucking a 13-year-old.
Yeah, he's a so-called
Oh, he
pedophile.
fled the country.
He has fled the country. Now, y'all, let's talk about the fact
Still
that
in the academy.
now that all this done happened, Netflix is pulling their deals.
They said there's
Bad
something-
Boys 4 is on hold. All of that ain't necessary.
They said
Because
Netflix
first
is
of
on
all,
It's like he got to take the consequences.
he got to take the consequences.
You gotta-
I understand that, but at the same time, you cannot take money from this man that you didn't already promise this man. No matter what the fuck is going on, you can't take the bag from somebody.
That's probably in his contract.
It might.
You know, a lot of
it might
people put
be
that in their contract. Like if it's some like drugs or altercation and stuff. That's why a lot of actors or famous people, they don't get into altercation because you be like, man, I'm gonna mess up my deal that I got with such.
Because he's losing endorsements left and right, and that's bullshit.
And it's like if us like we'd be like, nah, that's not deserved. But it's like if I was endorsing Will Smith and I had a lot of people that's against like violence and stuff like that, they gonna be like, damn, really, you with him? All right, now I'm not gonna watch Netflix. Now I'm not gonna watch this.
Well, see, that's funny you bring it up because now we got a problem with the parent television coalition. Let me tell you something about you bastards. The PTC, go sit y'all Karen and Kevin asses the fuck down. Because you don't control streaming, you don't control television. The only thing y'all do is this. You run your mouths. The FTC don't care shit about y'all, and the Nielsen ratings don't care about y'all. All they care about is the shmoney. That's all they care about. You people running your mouth about this, that, and the other. Oh, he needs to be fined because he said what he said. This, that, and the other. FCC, do what y'all do and completely disregard what the PTC is saying. Because I am so done with the PTC, and this is going to be another podcast about you motherfuckers. Y'all need to go sit your asses down somewhere. I'm done with the PTC. Y'all need to leave Disney alone. Y'all need to leave ABC alone, which is Disney. Y'all need to leave all them alone because when they come after your ass, you ain't gonna be no more PTC. But that's a whole other podcast.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
You know, y'all talking about the FCC need to get involved and they need to sue him for $500,000 for swearing on national television.
They just need to sue him for $200 million.
Like,
they need to be sued for $200 million.
Not worth $200 million.
You know what I'm saying? If you broke, exactly. If you broke, just say that.
All the broke people saying sue him for $200 million. Bitch, that slap wasn't worth $200 million.
No, it wasn't worth $200 million. The fuck out of here.
It wasn't worth $200 million. Jim Carrey, I'm surprised he said I'd sue him for $200 million. Jim, are you broke? Society ain't bringing in the big bucks.
Jim got money.
Then why is he telling him to sue for $200 million? Like
that's what he said too, and
it's not worth $200 million though. That was a slap. It wasn't a punch. It wasn't a punch, kick, stop, ankle bite.
I'm gonna be mad if I find out that this was all staged.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna be
Let's talk about that. Everybody is saying if this shit was for clicks and views, it's gonna be a day.
First of all, y'all ain't heard shit else about Ukraine and Russia since.
That's true too.
You ain't heard none.
You've heard about them. You've heard about them, but they're not on the forefront no more. They've been kind of pushed to the back.
Upset.
You know, now all you hear is about Will Smith and Chris
Until
Rock.
Tomorrow when it's going to be about Jocelyn and Ballistic.
Oh, Lord. That's a whole nother podcast.
The one that used to mess with Stevie J?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
You know Stevie, I mess with...
Best friend.
Stevie.
Best friend.
Stevie.
We not talking about that. That's a whole other podcast. This is what we going to do, y'all. Once that airs tomorrow, that reunion, we're definitely going to have a podcast. Once they air that reunion, y'all, we gonna come back to y'all and we gonna talk about that. Because as far as I'm concerned, you put your Chanelica and Ballistic, y'all put your motherfucking hands on a female in that order, you deserve to be sued. But that's another podcast.
Cancel.
That's another podcast. Ooh, it's 10 o'clock.
It's 10 o'clock. Okay, we're gonna wrap this up. You know what I mean? I think it was a very good discussion. Josh got tired of us, so he left the camera view, which I understand. You know what I mean? It's hard to talk for an hour.
Thank you.
Especially for guys.
Give me that.
No, for guys, it's like, that's why I bring people
when
on.
y'all dragging the hose, y'all can talk for an hour.
Dragging the hose.
When y'all dragging them back pockets, y'all can talk for 2 hours.
You know what? Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Ain't nobody fucking with no thought pockets around here.
Pockets.
The fuck you talking about? Thought pockets.
When you say nobody, who you talking about?
She don't even
Girl.
Come on, Josh, talk your shit. Look.
What you say?
We're not having that conversation right now.
Okay, August Prince. We not about to go there with you.
August Prince.
He's like August. I seen him mixed with Prince.
Come on, let's go.
Let's
conversation.
Oh shit! You didn't want to sleep in giant. Oh shit!
cry.
No, you gonna make yourself cry.
Break your ass.
Looking like a dirty tampon.
Oh
I
shit!
appreciate everyone that did this
Looking
podcast
like a
with
dirty
me.
tampon. You match this
Dirty
can.
tampon.
Damn!
You get fucked up with this hookah.
I just don't want to get Will smacked. That's all.
Hey, that's a new one, y'all. The Will Smith.
Will smack.
No, it's called the Fresh Prince. I'm a
The
Fresh
Fresh
Prince your
Prince.
ass.
The Will Rock.
The Smith.
The smithing.
The Smithin.
But we gonna end it because we gotta get super drunk for this guy's birthday.
Hey!
I can't. I'm driving.
Yes, you can.
After I stop driving.
That ain't never. That ain't never.
Only got one of those.
Jay.
Jay, that was you.
All three.
All
Okay,
four
okay.
of them.
Damn.
Four of
oh,
them.
we getting lit.
Messed up, man.
We getting lit. I'm probably gonna post some of these pictures and videos on this of us turning up.
Yeah, you more than welcome to, bro.
I do music,
we
too.
getting lit. We getting lit tonight. I ain't even lie. We getting fucking lit.
We getting lit.
It's wristbands involved and all types of crazy shit.
Wristband.
Aura, drive-by pimps.
But
It's time to have some fun. So y'all,
This-
we love y'all.
Talking dress
We'll
down.
catch y'all next week.
thank you for clicking on us and showing up. We'll catch you in another episode.
Bye, bitches.
What's gonna be y'all next podcast?
We gonna talk about the Jocelyn and ballistic.
Just focus more on your beauty, don't try to mind me, babe. Now why you wanna play the game on me? You know I'm real mean with the freeze, now you wanna color see, yeah. Like you not moving differently, you know better than me. You a scheme steady rolling like a bee, yeah. Why you wanna play the game on me? You know I'm real mean with the freeze, now you wanna color see, yeah. Like you not moving differently, you know better than me. You a scheme steady rolling like a bee, yeah. Your eyes,